Welcome to the internet. I'll be your guide, and today we are talking about Ghost of Yotei, the massive announcement from the Sony State of Play yesterday, follow-up to Ghost of Tsushima, very popular game, and the internet has opinions. This is the first time that I've ever seen the internet have opinions on anything, so we're going to get into the details of that and the truth of the dialogue and discourse surrounding this game. But yeah, ultimately, just like any other massive announcement, there's a lot of opinions going on out there. And I think there's a lot of narratives that need to be challenged in terms of what's going on with this game. Because anytime there's a massive announcement, whether it be a video game, a television show, or a movie, we see the overall reaction from the fans, and then we report on that. Now, I'm hearing people talk about this game in a lot of different perspectives, while also ignoring the overall perspective of the game. Now, Veridark had a really good tweet right here. Ghost of Yotei looks great. Don't forget the developers of Ghost of Tsushima became ambassadors of the island because of the amazing job they did. I have faith in them to deliver another massive W. Hope we see more soon. Very level-headed, very balanced take from Veridark, and obviously Vera knows her stuff. So yeah, I thought that was a very level-headed take. She's excited about it. There's a lot of people that are excited about it, but there's also some people that have a lot of questions. And I would say that the heavy majority of people actually think that the game looks good, yet they do have some questions about that, and I think it's completely okay to ask those questions. Now, I got involved with a little bit of a back and forth on Twitter. I know that never happens to me on Twitter. But Nina Infinity, who I have no problem with Nina, we had a disagreement on this particular topic, and we had a lot of back and forth, but I don't have any problems with Nina. Nina's always been really nice and always been supportive of Geeks and Gamers and myself, and so I have no problem with Nina whatsoever. I just have a disagreement with this particular post, and we had a lot of reactions, responses to that, and like I often do on Twitter, I am a sarcastic asshole, and I will get into the weeds, but ultimately no issues at all with Nina. Now, in terms of this post, she says, why are so many dudes freaking out about Ghost of Yotei being a female protagonist? If the story is good, what's the problem? And my argument there is that it's not just a dude problem. Like, there are people that have questions because of what we have seen in the last decade with the entertainment industry, and it's okay to have those questions. But if you want to talk about dudes and their opinions, well, the majority of gamers are dudes, and the majority says that this game has an overwhelming positive ratio on YouTube for the reveal trailer. 231,000 upvotes to 12,000 downvotes. So all those dudes actually are overwhelmingly positive and supportive of this game, while a large portion of them are probably asking questions because they're like, well, this looks really good and I love Ghost of Tsushima, but is this going down the wrong direction? Are we going to get fooled? Because this has happened time and time and time again, and it's completely okay to ask those questions. It is completely okay. And I said this, as I said on my stream today, I do not think the new Ghost of Yotei game looks woke based on what we have actually seen in the trailer for the marketing. Regardless of what my opinion might be, I still think every single person has the right to question every single thing coming out of the entertainment industry based on what we have been seeing in the last decade. None of these companies deserve your optimism. They have to earn it. End of discussion. And that is my stance right there. I'm not going to move off of that stance. That is the stance right there. End of discussion. So with stuff like this, I just don't think that it's helpful to generalize men being angry. I think it's okay to generalize gamers being angry and having questions, because that is truly what's going on here. But generally speaking, numbers don't lie. And if something has a negative ratio, we're going to tell you how negative that ratio is and how people are very unhappy. Well, guess what? That's a positive ratio. So that would mean that the majority of dudes that are into these games are happy about this game. However, some have questions, some have strong opinions, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I thought this clip was absolutely hilarious right here. Asmongold, let's just let's just watch this.
Okay. Do I have to play as a girl? Can I play as a guy?
And that's kind of the question that a lot of people were asking, and it's a fair question. It's a very fair question, and I have no problem with that whatsoever. Now, the problem is that the actress involved with this project is a problem. A pretty big problem, and she seems to be an extremely woke person, and she has been mass blocking everyone on social media, and some people she's not even interacting with. Here's Cabrutus that says, but I didn't even know who she was. So this is the announcement right here, and you know, it's just people are questioning it. It's going to be a DEI woke they them samurai game, isn't it? God, I hope I'm wrong. That's a question. That is a question. That is not someone saying like, F this game, I'm done. They're asking the question after they know that it already has the female lead in it. So even with it having a female lead, they're still holding out hope that the game could not have the wokeness and the BS in it. And there's nothing wrong with asking those questions at all. But she's mass blocking people. And here's a thread of just some of the things that she has said right here. You can read some of these things. I'm not going to read them right here, but you can read right there what she said and how she's going to dress up for Halloween. And yeah, man, that's imagine if a white person said that about another race. How would that go over? I'm not sure. Here's another one right here. Very, very controversial and interesting tweets that are being said by this lady who is blocking everyone. And I'm not sure that it would probably still be a big concern for people to look into her social media history if she was just cast, but the fact that she's mass blocking people and without some people not even interacting with her, that's a big problem right there. So you're just going to continue to see she's just saying all of these horrible things right here, and people are going to have problems with that because of the double standard. And the thread just keeps going. Old Man Grim has got this one here. I mean, it's just, there is a lot of tweets. I will link to this tweet thread if you're interested to go check it out, and you can make up your own mind. Ultimately, the question becomes is, does this stuff bleed into the video game itself? And I don't think we have an answer for that. We don't know the answer to that question. What we do know is that at the time of me recording this video, 232,000 upvotes to 12,000 downvotes. So will that shift over time? We don't know. Do I think that you're justified in being concerned? I absolutely do. Am I concerned? Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and just go, well, man, all I can do is look at the trailer and say, okay, it looks good. The gameplay looks good. Everything looks awesome. But are they going to take this in some radical left-wing direction? That's a fair question to ask. And as I said in my initial response to this trailer, I'm a fan of G.I. Joe. So if you were going to give me a video game with Jinx as the lead character in this style, I would lose my mind. I would love that. That would be awesome. My favorite game in the last decade is Metroid Dread. And is it because there's a female lead in that video game? Is that why it's my favorite video game? No, it's my favorite video game because I absolutely love the game. Samus is an amazing character. Metroid's an amazing franchise, and I've always liked the 2D Metroid games over the 3D Metroid games, although the 3D Metroid games are amazing as well. So at the end of the day, we're going to see how this all plays out, but the internet is being the internet. Ghost of Yotei, are you excited? Do you have concerns? I think that the overall reception has been very positive with a lot of questions and concerns, and I think all of those questions and concerns, generally speaking, are very, very valid. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.